Advanced Purple Belt Sparring Drill number 3 is called Stationary Evasion. So one of the two partners will have some shield pads or some kind of pads we'll put on the floor for them, and I'm not trying to keep their feet in a straight line, really narrow type stance. I want to give them a little bit of width so they can move from one side to the other. The whole point of this drill right here is for me to try to get punches going toward his head, not belly, because there's really no way he can evade belly shots other than block them or absorb them. But this is a chance for him to practice doing bobbing, weaving, doing things like that to try to get out of the way of it. So it's not a blocking drill so much. You could probably be good just to have your hands up and be ready for it if you need to have something covered for you if you're going to cover or parry something. But the main point of this is get your head out of the way. So for a real slow motion drill, and if you're going to do this with your students at home, parents, take a couple of those little square pillows off the couch. If their feet aren't too dirty or whatever and we're on a clean floor, have them stand on it for a few seconds, right? And just play with them a little bit. Grab some mitts or mats or pads or something like that you might have, and just throw slow motion things going towards their head, whether it's a little swing or something straight. You want to get them used to bobbing, weaving, changing those different levels. That's the other reason why they want to have some width with their legs so they can bend their knees and go different levels down and up. So for about 10 seconds, I'll go for them. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, boom. And it's hard. It's a good challenge. You want to use your hands. You want to block and parry if you built those habits up. By the time my students get to Advanced Purple Belt, they should have that reaction rate where they want to do that. But if they're not using their hands and all they're working on is bobbing and weaving, it really forms some good habits there too. The only reason I don't want to just focus only on this for this cycle, I've got multiple sparring drills to work on, is because it's dangerous when you're fighting people that know how to use their feet and their knees to go down to these different levels, to get closer to the ground. I'll use this smart if someone's coming at me and they're most comfortable with their hands, or they're only showing me they know how to use their hands. I'll try occasional duck, things like that, but I really don't like getting close to the ground when someone knows how to pick that leg up and hit me with it, or that knee and hit me with it. So for the purposes of this round, when we're practicing here, all we're using is hands. I'm not using my feet because that just makes it unfair for both of us, I think. Unfair for him, he can't really get away from it and avoid it too well, and especially if he's having to stay put. So this is avoiding evasion of the head right here, just for hand techniques. All right, learn how to bob, weave, change your levels up. Between this and the back to the wall sparring, it's a lot of learning how to evade just to not be there. If your student gets involved with tournaments and they want to go to tournaments, best way to not get a bad call, even if you thought you blocked something and let a judge think that that kick got through, is just to not be there, period. Learn how to move around your partner and not get touched at all. That way you don't have to worry about the blocking and the calls of it or not. So that's a lot of this Advanced Purple Belt level is going to be us learning how to move, whether it's standing still, moving, ducking up and down, changing levels, bobbing and weaving, or same thing when your back's up against the wall. You go maybe a little bit to the side, going in toward them, but not getting hit or having to learn how to take it and do all that stuff right there. So this is Stationary Evasion, Advanced Purple Belt Sparring Drill number 3.